And ladies and gentlemen, I'm Hugo. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Boise Hawks and the Idaho Falls Chukars in the Pioneer League of minor league baseball, which is actually a partner league now of the MLB after the MLB did their little purging of the minor league teams. The Hawks were not given a new home, so they had to go find a new home. The Pioneer League, luckily, let them back in. They used to be in the Northwest League, but they were in the Pioneer League before they joined the Northwest League. And the actual last All-Star game between the Pioneer League and the Northwest League was in Boise. So this is a series called the Highway Series. It's the Chukars versus Boise. It's Idaho Falls versus Boise, Chukars versus the Hawks. And I mean, it was an interesting thing. It was an interesting game. I very much looked forward to going to the game when I was, before the game happened. I was really, really happy to go to, get the chance to go. And, I was on Chukars Radio. That will be in a different video I will be uploading soon. I reviewed this game in an article. I did an article on this game, which will be in the description, along with the clip of the game. So, Idaho Falls Chukars YouTube channel. So, but before we get into my review of the game, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at 41 subscribers, and only 2% of you that watch my videos are subscribed. So, I've gotten a lot of new viewers over the time, and I'm a sports channel, so I don't get that much recognition because, why would people want to come to me when they can go to ESPN and stuff? So that's why, when you subscribe and like these videos, YouTube pushes them out to a large demographic, which means that I can get more people to watch my videos, which means I can invest more time in my videos, which means I can invest more time in my articles, and invest ultimately more money, and the production will go up. So, it's already starting to go up. I've ordered a new microphone. Hopefully it works, and, well, I feel good. So, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Boise versus Idaho Falls. It was an interesting game. It was packed at the start, ladies and gentlemen. It was the Little League night for Ammon Little League at Blackfoot Little League. I think it's Blackfoot. I can't remember. But the attendance was 3,544. I'm talking packed. It was absolutely packed, and so it was actually pretty fun game. Melaleuca Field is absolutely awesome. In Idaho Falls, it's absolutely awesome, beautiful field. And Gabbert versus Slocum was the matchup. Matt Gabbert, the Hawks pitcher, he had only started, I believe, one other game. He was new to the starting jobs. He was more of a relief pitcher, and he did decent in this game, along with Slocum, who is more of a he's started 2 games this year, played in 2 games. He was 1-0 coming in this game, and he was looking good. And so the game started off a little bit, a lot of people said to me, hey, you're going to see a really high-scoring game. It's going to be really long. Now, just a teaser, the game went 4 hours and 6 minutes, so this game was not like 1-0. This was definitely a high-scoring game. But through into the bottom of the third, it was 0-0. Like, each team was blanking each other really easily, and that was the problem. I was like, oh wait, what? They said that they're going to score a lot of runs, but well, I was surprised. In the third inning, ladies and gentlemen, Webb Little walked, and then the myth, the legend, the right fielder Matt Feinstein, who had his birthday, he was starting on his birthday. He did this.
We'll wait and see. Okay. 2-2 pitch. This ball's hit to left field. That's going to be over the head, and it's going to be out of here. Long, strong, and gone for Matt Feinstein. His second home run of the season, and the Chukars take a 2-0 lead.
opened the scoring. They kind of stopped. They kind of slowed down the Chukars until the next inning. And in the bottom of the fourth inning, it was out number 1 Brady West. Chuck Steele then singled. Alexis Monge, he singled on an error. He made it to first on an error. By Tyler Jorgensen, the shortstop. He didn't have quite a great day at the shortstop position. Then Barmakian, he ended up doing this.
All but the first two or all but the second. So here's Barmakian. First pitch to Barmakian. There's a line drive to right field. That's a base hit. Will Gardy send Chuck Steele? He will. Here's the throw from Enriquez and right. It's on the money, but late. Steele scores, and Steve Barmakian continues to hit. That's 9 games in a row, and that's an RBI single.
Runners on first and second, as Chuck Steele had scored. Then Webb Little came up and did the exact same thing.
First pitch to Webb. There's a ground ball into right field, a base hit. They're going to send Monge around third. No throw this time as they throw it into second. An RBI broken bat single. That'll get the job done, and now it's 4-0 Idaho Falls.
Webb Little took it to first, then Barmakian went to second, and then Feinstein, the birthday boy, again struck again.
That little piece of gamesmanship there. 1-2 the count to Matt Feinstein, 1 out. Runners on first and second, 4-0 Idaho Falls leads. Pitch to the plate, line drive past Funk at second. This will be into right again. They're going to send Barmakian. The throw to the plate is not in time. Barmakian dives in safely. An RBI single for Feinstein. He goes to second on the throw. His third RBI.
He came up, he struck out, and so did Thomas DeVonville, so that kind of slowed down the Chukars. But then the Liam Steigerwald came in for Matt Gabbert. The Chukars had been blanking the Hawks for good 5 innings now. In the bottom of the 5th, they brought in Steigerwald, who is really fast, and you'll know. I'm gonna say right now they should have not done this. Had they kept Gabbert in, it would have not been this bad. But the Chukars blew this thing open. And out number 1 to Martins Molinari, so everyone was like, they're cooling down. It's going to be like 7-0 final. But no, Brady West. Brady West came up and started the rally.
1-0 pitch to the plate. This is hit high. This is hit deep. Back goes the center fielder. This ball is gone. Brady West to deep center field. His second home run of the season. His second hit of this game.
And they're celebrating in South Carolina right now.
He crosses home plate. And it's 6-0.
Then Chuck Steele, he singled and then went to second on an error by the third baseman. Then Alexis Monge came up and he struck out swinging. But with 2 outs, they started a 2-out rally. Tyler Jorgensen got a second error of the game. Barmakian got to first, and Steele went to third. Then Webb Little came up and did this.
Go. Webb with a ground ball into right field past the dive of Funk. Another base hit. His second RBI single of the game. Make that 7-0 the Chukars lead.
Came up again, and he had already had a home run, a couple RBIs on the night. He really, with 2 guys on, he really looked to blow this thing up, and that's what he did. He blew the game.
The 9th pitch of the bat to Feinstein coming up. He had an 8-pitch at bat where he hit a home run. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, both runners will go. Pitch to Feinstein, swung on, hit to deep right center, back, and gone! A 3-run home run to the deepest part of the yard.
The power's back in Feinstein's bat. He had 1 home run all season long. He's gone deep twice on his 24th birthday tonight.
Andrew Andrew Don doubled, then Thomas DeVonville walked, then Martins Molinari came up again, and look what he did.
Here. And here's a ball to left field. Back goes left fielder. He'll turn around. It's off the Freddie sign in left field. One runner will score. They'll hold DeBonville at second. Mr. Double. Daniel Martins Molinari gets another one.
Number 13 on the night, or on the season. And he picks up an RBI, number 26.
West finally struck out, and that finally ended the inning. But 6 hits, 6 errors. 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 2 left on base. That was pretty much the problem for Boise. It was 11-0. Then we headed to the top of the 6th, where Boise looked to respond and get themselves on the board, and they did just that. Bryce Brown walked, then Miles Miller singled, and then on a little bit of a pass, then Miller advanced to second, and Bryce Brown advanced to third. Then on a called strike, after a called strike, a foul, a ball, and a foul, Robbie Enriquez hit a ball down the third base line, and it was aired, and this happened.
Any update on that scoreboard, John?
7-7, still bottom of 6, so hopefully the Raptors are still batting.
We're doing scoreboard watching as it's the halfway point now in the first half. And, of course, the winner of the first half will host the divisional game.
And Missoula comes into town for 3 starting tomorrow night.
Here's a ground ball towards Webb at third. He's going to look back the runner, throw onto first. It's offline, and the tag not applied. Molinari not happy about that call. And that'll be an error on Webb Little. Molinari wants Gardy to come out, but at this point, nothing you can do. The first run comes across.
And Funk came up, and he did this.
1-2 pitch, ground ball into right field, a base hit. Charging is Feinstein, and he will. Oh, the ball will get right past him as he throws it in. A hit and an error. So the error allows the man to go to third. The runner coming around third was going all the way, so we will give an RBI to Funk. Miller scores, and now it's 11-2.
Now, seeing the impending danger, Jason Medina was brought in for Joe Slocum, and Vladimir Galindo got the problems. You see, Jason was not that didn't have much control, though he was throwing like 90 miles per hour. And basically, on a 2-2 pitch, he was hit by a pitch. And Funk went to second, and that allowed Tyler Jorgensen to be struck out. Then Hideko Gonzalez, he was struck out, and so it looked like, Jason may have been the guy. But no, Colton Kendrick came up, and let's just say the Chukars weren't too happy.
Here's the 0-1 from Medina. Swung on into right field. A bloop base hit. Feinstein will pick it up. 2 runners will score as Feinstein throws it into the infield. It's now 11-4, and now
Miles Harris, then he walked, and that loaded the bases up for Bryce Brown to do this.
10-8. Ground ball into left field, a base hit. Another run. Here comes the back runner. This catch, I should say, cut off. 2 more runs for the Hawks. Hold on a second. It's 11-6 now.
Finally, seeing the error in their ways, the Chukars brought in Mason Alexander for Jason Medina after just 0.2 of an inning, and Miles Miller walked, but Robbie Enriquez was put out. It was pretty good for the Chukars to do that, but like I said, it was 11-6 at the end of the bottom, or at the end of the top of the 6th. What the Hawks could have done had they left Matt Gabbert in, I can probably say it would have been maximum 9-6 after that. It would have probably just been 7-6 after that inning had they not left in Steigerwald, because Steigerwald everyone knew what Steigerwald was throwing. It was nuts. But in the bottom of the 6th inning, Chuck Steele, he was hit by a pitch and stole second. Then Alexis Monge was walked, and that's when the Hawks called to the bullpen, and Cannon Chadwick was brought in for Liam Steigerwald. Then Steve Berkmanian he singled and loaded the bases up for Webb Little.
6. Payoff pitch from Chadwick. That's swung on, hit to center field. Over is Brown. Brown will make the catch from third. Tagging is Steele, though just throw it in the infield. That'll be a sacrifice fly for Webb Little. It'll be RBI number 3 for him tonight.
Little sac fly. It brought up the birthday boy, and he had runners on first and second, and this is what happened.
95 with about 8 minutes left. Matt Feinstein to right as Barmakin has to hop over the ball. Here comes the throw to the plate. Monge will score standing up. Another RBI for Feinstein. A 4-hit night and the biggest RBI night of the season for any Chucker. 7 RBI for Matt Feinstein.
Andrew Don then came up and he was put out, and DeVonville was same thing. Did the same thing, put out again. He struck out. Two runs, 2 hits, 2 guys left on base, no errors. But then then it got into the fact of it was 13-6, and the 7th inning was pretty blank. 7th inning, just everyone left in their pitchers. And those pitchers blanked them. So, I mean, they blanked the teams. And then finally, in the top of the 8th, Nick Floyd was brought in for Mason Alexander. Hideko Gonzalez, he advanced to second on an error from the right fielder. He had a single, and then the right fielder kind of fumbled it. And then Colton Kendrick, he advanced on a walk. Miles Harris advanced to a first on a fielder's choice. Colton Kendrick was put out. And then Bryce Brown, who had a called strike ball before he hit before a wild pitch, did this.
7 of which came from one Mr. Matt Feinstein.
That pitch bounces up there. That's going to score run number 7 as he spiked it in the dirt. Wild pitch by Nick Floyd. Scoring on the play is Gonzalez.
He then walked after, and then on a called strike ball on a 3-2 pitch, Miles Miller was put out, strikeout swinging, and Robbie Enriquez was put out by the pitcher flipping it to the first baseman. Now moving on to the bottom of the 8th, the Chuckers wanted to get back at the Hawks for what they did, and the Hawks brought in Robbie Enriquez. Now everyone, including John Balgini, Javier Hernandez, and Tyler Peterson, they all believed, hey, if he doesn't get these first 3 guys out, it's probably over for him, because they've got Jared Price out in right field who pitches, and he's probably going to be brought in, and Robbie Enriquez would switch there. And so a lot of people were like, okay, yeah, that could happen. But you know what? Enriquez definitely did not fare well, as Webb Little did this.
Wow. There's a long fly ball to Little. This one is long, strong. It is gone. Home run, Webb Little. Nice job, Hugo, getting the Chuckers on the board on the first pitch here in the 8th inning for Webb. Home run number 6. That ties the league lead. And he has 4 RBI and 3 hits tonight. And that was a no-doubter over the right field fence.
Now that was first pitch, and then Matt Feinstein came out. He was struck out. Then Andrew Don, he tripled. Then Thomas DeBonville did this.
Here's a base hit and a shattered bat by DeBonville. And Thomas is going to have a double, and every Chukar lineup now has a base hit.
You know, the great thing about that, John, was DeBonville shattered his bat. The bat went to shortstop. Galindo went after the bat. He didn't even realize the ball was going down the left field line. So give Thomas a double and an RBI, his first double, or his first hit and his first RBI.
Well, let's see.
After DeBonville knocked in Don, Daniel Martins Molinari did not get on. He was struck out. And then Brady West did this.
And it's just incredible stadiums.
Here's
incredible and small.
Long fly ball. It's going to be, is it caught? No. Stays in the park, and it's going to be a double for Brady West. And how about Brady West? 4 hits tonight, 2 doubles, a single, and a home run. And it's now 16-7.
There you go, Mark and family. If you stayed on with us long enough, you have been rewarded.
Robbie Enriquez had struck out the side. Now, moving on to the 9th inning, an incredible 9th inning to be exact. Keegan McGinnis, he got into a bit of an early inning scare as he had 1 out when Vladimir Galindo was at second and Jorgensen was at first. Then he put out Hideki and then put out Antone Mystico, and that did it. The Boise Hawks fell to the Chukars at the end of the Highway Series. Chukars won the series, advanced to 14-10, while the Hawks dropped to 7-17. Matt Gabbert got the loss, 4 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 5.40 ERA. While Slocum had 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched. He had a 5.02 ERA. Now giving you the totals here by both sides. This includes the starting pitchers. The Hawks had 8 innings pitched, 22 hits, 16 runs, but the earned runs category gets weird. They only had 10 earned runs because of all the errors in the game, and they walked 4 and struck out 11. While the Chukars had 9 innings pitched, 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned runs, 5 walks, and 8 strikeouts. And it was interesting. The Hugo Sports 360 player of the game, along with the Chukars radio player of the game, was the birthday boy Matt Feinstein, who went 4 for 5 with 2 runs, 7 RBIs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout with a 476 batting average. The game, as I said, went 4 hours and 6 minutes. The attendance was 3,544, and then the Chukars moved on to face the Missoula Paddleheads, in which they say that they swept. I don't think they actually swept. I think they lost to Missoula in the second game due to the knockout stage, the extra innings stage. It wasn't actually extra innings because in the Pioneer League they don't do extra innings. I think the MLB is trying out a new thing. It's like they do a home run derby. It's kind of a knockout home run derby. But the site here for the Pioneer League has the Chukars at 17-10 with a win streak of 5 wins, and their last 10 they've been 8-2. So that's pretty good. 17-10. They will be playing the Vibes, I believe, in a 6-game series at UC Health. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see. If you want to follow them, go to all their Instagram, their Twitter, and their YouTube to follow them. I will have those all in the link in the description below. And then the Boise Hawks, ladies and gentlemen, they're 8-18. An incredible game for they've had an incredible series. They're actually 9-18. Sorry, they won their series against the division leader Ogden Raptors, and are gonna face the Mustangs in a 3-game series at home. So this is gonna be interesting and intriguing rest of the season for the Pioneer League, and I will be following it with articles, and you will hear some of the articles, and you will see some of the articles soon. So have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Adios.